The 4 cups of wine. As we proceed through this Haggadah, we will be drinking from 4 cups of wine, or from 1 cup 4 different times. The importance of this is so great that we are told a person should sell some personal belongings, do any type of work, or even beg in order to have money for the ceremonial wine. The reason that so much importance is placed on having the wine is due to the fact that it is considered to be the act of proclaiming the wonderful miracle of redemption. The 4 cups stand for the 4 I wills which God spoke in Exodus 6:6-7. The cup of sanctification. I will free you from the forced labor of the Egyptians. The cup of judgment. I will rescue you from their oppression. The cup of redemption. I will redeem you with an outstretched arm. The cup of praise. I will take you as my people and I will be your God. The cup of sanctification, also called the cup of blessing. Represents the first I will. I will free you from the forced labor of the Egyptians. God promised to bring his people out from under the cruel laws of the Egyptians. Take the first cup and repeat Kaddish. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pri hagafen. Blessed are you, O Lord our God, King of the universe, creator of the fruit of the vine. All drink together the first cup while reclining to the left. This is the washing of the hands, which is done by the leader without the usual prayer. This custom is derived from the tabernacle in the wilderness. Adonai said to Moses, "You are to make a basin of bronze with a base of bronze for washing. Place it between the tent of meeting and the altar, and put water in it. Aaron and his sons will wash their hands and feet there when they enter the tent of meeting. They are to wash with water so that they won't die. Also when they approach the altar to minister by burning an offering for the Lord, they are to wash their hands and feet so that they won't die. This is to be a perpetual law for them through all their generations." Exodus 30:17-21. Dip the parsley in the salt water and recite the following blessing. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pri ha'adamah. Blessed are you, O Lord our God, King of the universe, creator of the fruits of the earth. All eat of the carpus together, or the bitter herbs. Just as the wine represents the blood of the Passover lamb, the parsley represents the hyssop. Used to place the blood upon the doorposts and the lintels. Blood symbolizes the sacrifice offered as a substitute, one life laid down for another. Altar of sacrifice, brazen altar. In fact, according to the Torah, almost everything is purified with blood. Indeed, without the shedding of blood, there is no forgiveness of sins. Hebrews 9:22. The salt water represents the tears shed in Egypt and the Red Sea, both of which are salty. Whenever hyssop is used in the Bible, it is used in connection with cleansing. King David said in Psalm 51:7, "Cleanse me with hyssop, and I will be clean. Wash me, and I will be whiter than snow." Now, the leader of the seder then takes the middle matzah and breaks it in 2 pieces. He replaces the larger piece back. He places the larger piece back in the unity compartment and wraps the smaller piece in a linen cloth. This piece is then hidden until after the dinner. The unleavened bread, matzah, is kept in a special covering called a unity. It is made of one piece of cloth but sewn so that it has 3 compartments. It is not the first or third piece, but the middle matzah that is removed, broken, and one half hidden in the linen napkin. This piece, called the afikomen, has an important role in the end of the seder service following the Passover meal. The reason the larger piece of matzah is placed back in the unity is found in an ancient Haggadah. A poor man does not feast over a whole loaf because he is never certain that he will have food for the next meal. He takes a small piece, putting away the larger piece for later. The leader of the seder lifts up the matzah container and all the guests recite the following blessing. This is the bread of affliction which our ancestors ate in the land of Egypt. Let those who are hungry enter and eat thereof, and all who are in distress come and celebrate the Passover. At present we hope to celebrate it in the land of Israel. This year we are servants here, but next year we hope to be free men in the land of Israel. All who are hungry, let them come and eat. All who are needy, let them come and eat. It takes on a special meaning to care for the needs of the poor, to enable them to celebrate the Passover properly, ensuring that no one will be excluded for lack of money. Yeshua Jesus said, "I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me will never go hungry, and whoever trusts in me will never be thirsty." Yuchanan John 6:35. When Yeshua Jesus made the statement, "I am the bread of life," I found it most interesting that he was born in Bethlehem. In Hebrew, it is Beth Lechem, which means house of bread.